Right, so I'm here today at Payworks with David Bellem. David,
Thanks for stopping by.
who are you? Thank you. Who are you and what do you do here?
I'm David, CTO, co-founder of Payworks. So this means all day I work with the team, try to make sure we run in the same direction from a technical perspective, and make sure they have everything that they need.
What is Payworks doing?
At Payworks, we're in the payment space. We take care of credit card payments and other forms of payment for merchants. When you walk into a store, you probably know the situation. You put the card in the terminal. It looks quite easy. Something happens, data goes to the bank. In reality, it's actually quite hard. So we have to do a lot of certifications, have to work with a lot of old technology actually. We do this, we bundle it up in a nice package, and our clients are very happy that they don't have to worry about it anymore.
Cool, cool. So basically like point of sale, right?
Yes, it's point of sale payments mainly.
Okay, very cool. So you're going to be at DAHO.AM.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Are you excited about that?
I'm very excited.
Yes.
I've been the last 2 years and it was always interesting people, great speakers. Yeah.
Cool. And Payworks is actually one of our partners this year, and you're going to give a talk. Can you give us a little spoiler about it?
Sure, I can. I'm going to talk a bit about the blockchain and payments in general. So we've seen a lot of hype about blockchain being used for payments with Ethereum, with Bitcoin. I mean, there's a lot of hype going on right now.
Yeah, totally.
I want to explain kind of from our perspective what we see, what payments is used for, what they do every day. Also talk a bit about why you can't pay with Bitcoin yet at the cashier over there. Kind of what's still missing when you have a technology that puts some data in a ledger. What else you need around this to actually make a good payment system so that we know kind of what we have to build to make the success.
Cool, cool. Tell me more about like how it is to work at Payworks. Like how big is the team? Like what kind of technology are you using?
So for me personally, it's very exciting to work here at Payworks. We're between 60 and 70 people right now. I think one thing that's very exciting is the payment industry. In the beginning, I think for everyone that joins, it's a bit like going to a sausage factory. You kind of see, oh my God, if this is how they do payments, I don't want any part of it. I think we're in a great situation to change all of this. So we're using new technology. I mean, obviously Docker, Terraform, new Spring Boot and things like this to kind of change it. We're also bringing a new approach to the payment industry. And I think this is really exciting for everyone working here, that we're competing to large corporations and we're actually beating them, and we're replacing their payment systems and putting in our technology. That's very rewarding.
Cool. Do you also do any hardware or like just the software part?
We do mainly the software part, and we work a lot with hardware. So we work a lot with point of sale terminals, with barcode scanners and all these kind of things. But we're focused mainly on the software part. Okay,
cool. Back to DAHO.AM. Is there any speakers that you really are looking forward to meeting?
Yes, so when I scrolled through the speakers list, actually my heart lit up a little bit.
Good
I saw as speaker the CEO, co-founder of Cambridge Quantum Computing.
That's right.
I worked in the field when I was a student, so I tried to also build a quantum computer.
How was it?
Well, it turns out it's either very difficult or I'm too stupid for it. And for me, this is quite exciting to kind of hear about this again, to see where the field has evolved, because quantum computing has lived through or is living through the same thing that blockchain and Bitcoin is going through. You have the classic hype cycle. They've been hyped up, and everyone was like, oh, it's difficult to build them. We don't know what to use them for. The same thing's happening with Bitcoin right now. So I'm really excited to see where they're at and
we actually
where
have
it's going.
A panel about quantum computing, so
I'm really looking forward to that. That's good.
Last words, what is your take on the Munich Tech Scene?
I'm always fascinated, so you don't hear much about it, but whenever I go somewhere, I meet a lot of talented people. There's a lot of great people, either that have built great companies or that are building great companies. What I see is that people usually have their head down, are working. They don't brag about it too much. So I think as a Munich Tech Scene, we can be a bit more proud of ourselves.
Totally,
we can have a bit more Mia San Mia from FC Bayern Munich and be proud of what we do.
Cool. Thank you so much, David.
Thanks a lot.